I love Boris.
Boris?
I love Glories.
What is your personality type?
Um, Salisbury steak. Yours is aged cheddar.
Tell me what my personality type is.
Okay, yours is.
It's actually strawberry shortcake. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay.
Bitch.
Yeah. Hello. Welcome back to While the Clothes Dry.
Hey. Yeah. Mhm. Favorite fast food establishment ever,
Oh, shit.
and why?
Oh, that's so hard.
Let the record show I don't have one.
That you can't ask that if you don't have one. You have to answer. You have to answer if I have to answer.
I have to think about it.
Because you're not going to be like, hey, and then just chuck me under a bus, right?
What do you mean?
You need to also be under there. Because if you want me
What?
to pick, why would you
No,
not?
I'm gonna try to pick.
Okay,
but I
okay.
have to think about it. Going into this, I do not have a favorite.
I agree. So in the meantime, listen to this dope lament that me and B do. What? Oaf, you fart a bunk, the grunk.
Wust you shutteth uppeth?
Shall thy beeth thine friend upon the shore of sea foam whores?
East thou'st must appropriest must
Thou beeth not thine appropriate forth copper.
Caramba.
Right. So after much deliberation, we've decided. I'm gonna have to go with or do you want me to go first? Sorry, I guess I
Go.
McDonald's. I know that's really it's like oh yeah, but like McDonald's.
Yeah, I think I have to.
Really?
Not a big fan of the charbroiled burger from Burger King. Threw that up once, so not a fan. Wendy's, I guess, could be okay. Yeah. Never been to an actual White Castle, so can't say that one. Jack in the Cracks, pretty explanatory. So yeah.
What would you do if it was called Hamburg Lord?
Hamburg Lord.
Yeah.
I'd expect it to be more German.
What about Der Hamburg Lord?
Der?
Der Hamburg Lord.
No, I think I'd have to say no.
Alright. What about Der Jack in the Box?
Maybe not. Shall we recount the lore of the Burger King and the Dairy Queen?
Well, you know it better than I do.
I do, actually.
It's true. Would you do that for us?
I will do my best. So the Dairy Queen became the Dairy Queen because she married the Burger King. And they had a son which they named Carl Jr. And to entertain their son, Carl, they hired 2 clowns. A Jack in a box. And a clown named Ronald MacDonald. Upon the entertainment of the clowns thus took place in a White Castle, where they would often dine in their olive garden, and they eventually had another daughter by the name of Wendy. I did my best. It's something like that.
It's good.
It's the Burger King married the Dairy Queen and had Carl's Jr. and Wendy. And they lived in a White Castle with two clowns.
Yeah.
Just say it again, I guess.
No. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty good. I know that's not a real thing. Like,
but
well, look.
Wait.
Have you ever seen all of them? No.
I mean, I've experienced most of them.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Fast food lore is funny. The idea of fast food lore is pretty funny to me.
It's facts.
Because really, when I go to an establishment, sorry, I yawned a little bit there. When I go to an establishment, I don't look for lore. I look for star chicken nuggets and Filet-O-Fish, whatever's at the establishment. I'm hungry.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm there, I'm not going because I want atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I don't want atmosphere.
No?
No, I mean, I usually don't eat in a restaurant anyway. You know what I mean? You know what? I take it back. Because you know when I do eat in a restaurant? When the atmosphere is nice. So there you go,
So
right?
there you
I
go.
put my foot in my mouth there.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, good. Good stuff. Great lore.
Yeah. Good job,
What's your favorite menu item at McDonald's?
Oh, that's a tricky question. I would probably say chicken nuggets.
Chicky? Nuggy?
Chicky, nuggy, chuggy, nuggy. I don't like the iced coffee anymore because I threw that up. So that's on the blacklist, unfortunately.
That's the second time you've brought up throwing something up.
Yeah.
Are you good?
Yeah.
The audience wants to know if you're good.
Yeah, I mean, they were both motion sickness after eating. So, let's talk about motion sickness after eating. Segue into amusement park food. Why?
Okay.
No. Why is amusement park food so bloody expensive? And I know the answer to this, but I want to hear your answer to this.
You want my answer?
Yes.
You want to laugh at me get it wrong, is what I'm hearing.
I want to hear you come up with what you think the reason is. If you haven't been paying attention, I've told you multiple times.
Okay, alright. So there is a right answer.
There's the truthful answer.
Well, long ago, when Walter and the Knots and all the other people that run their big boy companies, and we're, East Coast Vittles as well, wherever you get your thrills as in your childhood, wherever you got them, rather. When they started, right? Money hadn't inflated, for starters, so you could get in at like $5, right? Like $5 was admission, maybe even less.
Yeah,
to these places, and also food was easier to come by, and I don't mean like easier to find. I mean I feel like there was an abundance of it, or at least we didn't know the value of it yet, or I'm trailing off. What I mean is, um, not only was there more food to serve, like for cheaper,
Hmm.
they also didn't have it in their brains yet that perhaps hungry people who want to spend an entire day at their restaurant or at their amusement parks
Hmm.
wouldn't be willing to leave and come back.
Yes.
Like they realize, oh, like people could just eat this meal here, this themed meal, or a lot of really expensive, oily, maybe not so great food, right?
Mhm.
But guess what? It's food at blank.
Yes. You're actually on the right track
Really?
for sure. Um, the main reason is because one, convenience,
Mm.
and experience. Those work together because the same reason why food is expensive at an amusement park is why food is expensive at an airport and why wedding cakes are so expensive. So there's two parts to it. One is that it's expensive because it's part of the experience. Like you said, it's Knott's Berry Farm themed food. It's Disney themed food. It's something you can only get at this establishment.
Mm.
It's you only have most people only have one wedding cake.
Well,
Um or most people only plan to have one
yeah,
wedding
it's
cake.
more like that because it's the
but
it's 2021.
It's part of the experience. Same thing with like a dress. It's your wedding dress. You wear it once, maybe twice, maybe twice.
You gotta know that you look good in it. You gotta get married in it, and maybe you wear it because you're going through a midlife crisis and you think all those curves don't look so good, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But really, you know, your hubby's like, well, damn, girl, you looking great. You looking metamorphosized. Anyway, this is not what the topic was.
So it's part of the experience. You're paying for the experience. The other one is convenience, as you said, but also like food at an airport. You know, bonzo expensive.
Oh my god, we on the way to Philly the second time we had a connected flight that took us from where we live to Chicago, and then from Chicago we would go to Philly, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you were here.
I know. I don't remember what you're gonna say though.
I was hungry. I was so damn hungry. I was angry. I needed food in my stomach, right? Flying is not something I enjoy terribly. It's a means to an end. I don't get like terrified or anything, but I don't like it. But I got off the plane and I was relieved, and we were on the ground, and I was like, well, food now. Now food now.
Not whatever snacks be packed.
And I was like, hey, we're in Chicago. I gotta get my fill of delicious Beggar's Pizza. Wrong. They were renovating the was it the O'Hare Airport?
I guess so.
I think it was the O'Hare Airport.
And
And
it was either O'Hare or Midway.
well, those are the only choices, but
I think it was O'Hare.
yeah, I believe it was O'Hare. They were renovating the area with the Beggar's Pizza in it, and I lost faith in humanity for a second. But because I needed food in my stomach, I needed it, give it to me now. We ordered a Chicago dog and a little personal Chicago pizza from like just some like restaurant called like Premium Chicago Food or something like that. Which God knows how they got a license to be in the airport. But at the same time, they were low quality, right? And it was not worth the money we spent.
I don't know how much we
It was like $25.
for like a hot dog and a 5-inch pizza.
And a 5-inch pizza.
Or something like that. It was not very.
Oh my gosh. Right? And we got the bill and I was like, oh no. But I was hungry.
Well, because like you go to like somewhere where a hot dog is inexpensive, it's like $1.
Exactly.
At the gas station.
And like a little personal pizza like that, maybe like $5.
Maybe like $5.
5, 7.
8 even.
Yeah, but like, like $25.
Yeah,
and it wasn't even good.
It really was not even that good. That was the biggest bummer.
The biggest bummer was the quality.
You weren't gonna leave the airport to go get food. Like you thought about it.
I seriously considered walking to the Beggars next to the airport, which was not very close.
It was not.
And we had all these bags, and I was like, oh well, I guess we could take the bags and go. And then I was like, well, but then things are gonna get stolen from us because we're in a city we don't know anything about, right? And B, I was like, B, then you stay, right? You stay here with the bags. And she was like, no, right? And I was like, okay, well then I'll just leave either way. And then she was just kind of like, no, you're making a huge mistake, right? And I was like, you're right. Shit. And then we didn't get Beggars. Convenience. Exactly.
It's not convenient to leave the airport when you have another flight.
Not at all.
Same with like ballpark food.
Ballpark food.
Also really expensive. Like a hot dog, $7.
$7.
Ice cream, $10. Like,
$10.
Like bonzo expensive.
Yeah.
But that's both convenience and experience. But the thing is that like some themed food, it's like I can understand paying for mementos that are like more expensive. Like you bought this in the park, you bought this at the baseball game, whatever. But food, you eat.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It's gone. And unless you're gonna save the wrapper, which I have done for certain occasions. Like I still have a straw from when we went to Knott's Berry Farm.
Oh really?
Yeah. Wrapped in its wrapper.
Right, yeah.
Unused.
Not
like,
licked.
You keep the greasy... Are you going to keep the greasy piece of paper?
No.
Probably not.
No.
I mean, maybe if you're, like, weird, I guess. If you want to.
Or you stick them on things.
Yeah.
I guess, whatever.
Yeah. But, so, convenience. And experience are the two reasons why foods... can
charge more.
Yeah, why they can charge more. $10 for a salad. I mean, for me, it's like, it depends. Because if it's like, this is the Mickey pretzel, then I might be like, okay, I'm down. Or like, I had a layover in an airport, and it was Boston, and I was like, crab and Boston cream pie. And I sat down in the restaurant. I'm pretty sure I was still wearing like my Minnie Mouse poncho traveling cape that I wear when I fly. But I didn't care. But I spent a lot of money on, but it was cool. Like I think the first time I went to Denver, I had something cool. I don't remember. And the thing is that the other thing is that I'm pretty sure, like, you go to a Dunkin' Donuts in Long Beach, like your regular local Dunkin' Donuts. I'm pretty sure the Dunkin' Donuts in the airport is more expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the thing, because you're not paying for the experience. You're paying for the convenience of not having to leave the airport.
Yep.
So, that's my 2 cents on that.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
You understand now.
I absolutely get it.
Yeah.
And I get it more now that we had this conversation.
Oh, that's good.
But it still kind of sucks, you know? It's still like, well, screw you for making a quick buck off of me. Or not even a quick buck. A long buck.
Let's talk about I'll have you talk about that while I go to the bathroom.
No, wait a minute. Before you go, right? I'm gonna let you finish, right? A long.
You're a bastard.
I am.
He's not actually, but...
Alright. While she goes, I'd like to let you in on a little secret of mine while the door creaks. Secret of mine is that some things you can only get in these places, like amusement parks. Like for the longest time, when we were kids, me and my sister, I didn't know B when we were kids. We would have Disney passes, and Disney has a corn dog shop in it, a little corn dog wagon stand thing, and I loved it. It had the best corn dogs I've ever had, and I was a kid and I didn't understand money, but I know now that those were not cheap corn dogs. But my parents loved me enough to pay for them. Pay even more than they were already paying for at the amusement park. And I'm grateful for that. I thank them for that. I mean, gave me some kind of taste for fried food, but I mean, what the hell, right? But anyway, my point...
You talking about knots?
And she's back. My point in saying that is that some things, while in moderation and not all the time, right, which are kind of the same thing, are worth the extra money for the taste. Because I've never ever had a corn dog like that.
Oh, okay.
I've never had one like that. Again, ever since we stopped going to Disney. And we just recently went to Disney as a family again. And I hate to say this, but they changed the recipe. I could tell. And I was super disappointed. It didn't ruin my day or anything, but I knew that I would never experience that flavor again in the way that I did. So I was grateful for all the times that I had, because I still remember the flavor. And it was worth the extra money. Yeah, at least I think it was. It wasn't my money. I was a kid. But I mean, they would always get one too. It's not like I was the only one eating them. But anyway,
something that reminds I thought about is the idea you said about inflation.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't smoke at all, ever. No thank you. But I remember as a kid we would go to the beach for the Assumption once a year on August 15th, and there was this candy store named Shriver's. Yes. And they sold boxes of candy cigarettes. And I remember when I was like a kid, when I first started to be able to buy them myself, they were like 55 cents. And then the next year they were like 57 cents. And then like the next year they were like 75 cents. And then they were like, now I think they're like $1.50. Which, or, yeah, I think it's something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know, isn't bonzo expensive.
Right.
But I do remember it going up in price. Because I remember I like budgeted. I was like, I have this much and like each box is this much. And so I can get 10 boxes or whatever it was. So, but that's just something that did go up in price, and I remember it going up in price. I'm sure there is the idea of like food production, like you said, but that's not necessarily why food at amusement parks is more expensive. because it isn't even like necessarily quality
Right.
ingredients, depending on the amusement park, of course, and where in the amusement park you're buying the things from. Would you say that the Disney corn dogs were your favorite park food that you had?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. I can't think of like a good amusement park food that I was like, yes. The juice at Knott's Berry Farm was good.
Boysenberry Punch.
Boysenberry
Punch.
That was good. I liked that.
Almost addicting. Almost.
Definitely. Oh, that's actually a good segue into the other idea that I had. Was that I thought about it. I was like, oh man, we paid $25 for 5 people to have the Boysenberry Punch because there was, 5 people. It was 5 of us who went to Knott's Berry Farm. And that's how much like a souvenir cup costs. We should have just gotten a souvenir cup and filled it up like however many times.
With the souvenir cup, you can get free refills.
Right. However, the stipulation or issue with that is the fact that you had to wait in line to buy food anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Which was insane. Like, I don't know if you talked about that, but yeah, really, really long lines, like 2-hour wait lines. So what's the point of getting a souvenir cup? I mean, obviously, if it's a souvenir, blah, blah, blah. But for us, it wasn't a souvenir. But I thought, oh, it would have saved money because we could have just gotten free refills. But we would have had to wait in line to get free refills.
Yeah.
So it would be wasting money and time. Because money in a different way.
Yeah. You don't even go on any of the rides. You just wait in line for Boysenberry Punch.
Well, I mean, we waited in line for rides too.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you don't even have the chance to wait in the lines because you're busy refilling your cup.
Yeah.
So that your 5th family member can get punch.
Yeah.
That sucks. And that's the reality. Like, we went on Veterans Day, so we have a bit of a jaded view right now because it was apparently more crowded than it usually is.
Well, because, kids had off from school.
Yes.
And that was the reason, partly one of the reasons why we decided to go that day.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. It was hot, too. It was like 90 degrees. Really hot.
Yeah, it was pretty hot.
But it was fun. But, yeah. So, let's talk about, like... I lost my thought. What were you going to say something?
Yeah, it was.
Sorry, what were you going to say? Because I totally lost it.
Chicken sandwiches.
Oh, let's talk about that.
You want to talk about fast food? You want to talk about what people demand? Let's talk about freaking chicken sandwiches in the fast food industry. Holy moly.
Everywhere's got one.
That's and it just started to become like a thing. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't something in existence, but now it's like a thing.
Mm-hmm. And we did a thing.
We did do a thing. For my birthday, this lady here and our good friend, all 3 of us got together and did a little road trip around. Not really road trip. It was more like a
sandwich adventure.
Chicken sandwich adventure. Yeah. And we went around buying all of the like chicken sandwiches that we could from all like the main fast food places in our area, and we kind of like gave them all our best shot, and we ate them and chose what we liked and all that. So yeah, it was fun. It was pretty delicious. I mean, we ate a lot of chicken sandwiches.
Yes. Well, okay, so I actually orchestrated the organization of it. I cut each sandwich into 4 pieces. So we had one piece for me, one piece for Alex, one piece for our other friend, and one piece to rule them all. No, one piece to save for later for reheat purposes. We went to 10 fast food places. I don't have the prices for all of them. However, we did go to 10 fast food places.
Yeah.
And
care to name them off?
Those were KFC, Chick-fil-A, Jack in the Box, Sonic, Wendy's, Arby's, McDonald's, Popeyes, Burger King, and Carl's Jr. Woo! Those were all the restaurants that we went to and bought chicken sandwiches from.
Mm-hmm.
The reward, what's it called? Winner?
The winner.
Recipient of the most expensive and worst sandwich, both,
oh my gosh,
went to Arby's.
That was sad. That was a really sad sandwich.
It was so not good. And it sucks because I have good memories, good childhood memories of having good Arby's chicken sandwiches. The one time when I did a pageant. That's a story for another time. But it was $6.59. Most expensive and not worth it.
Yep.
Go for the cheddar meat.
Oh, the beef and cheddar.
The beef and cheddar.
Beef and cheddar, so good.
The nuggets are pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, Arby's is not a bad restaurant, but their chicken sandwich...
At least that one was
yeah,
not
the
good.
one we got was not a contender at all.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
The least expensive and in the top 4 was KFC at $3.99. I believe that one was the least expensive. The top 4 were KFC, Chick-fil-A, Burger King, and Popeyes. Those were our top 4.
I remember Sonic was notable because it had like pepper in it and there was a kick to it.
Sonic's chicken sandwich had a kick to it that I was not expecting.
Which I'm not a Sonic guy. Like I never really go to Sonic, you know, because it's not really anywhere where I can access it easily.
Mm-hmm.
And like I have nothing against it, but like, damn it, it's been hitting the spot every now and then, you know.
It's actually quite expensive for
what it is.
For what it is, yeah.
That's fair. My boy, Jack in the Box has their cluck, which I think is awesome. That's the name of their chicken sandwich.
Yes.
And great sandwich.
My favorite was Popeyes, for sure. I definitely liked that one the best. It's a thick piece of meat.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
great.
Oh, I want to go back there and get more chicken sandwiches.
Oh man, I'm getting hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chicken sandwiches hit the spot.
Is chicken your favorite protein? Or do you like...
I think actually it is, now that you mention it.
Interesting.
Though breakfast is my favorite. Everything.
You do like breakfast.
Which leads me back to McDonald's. Breakfast sandwiches are the reason that they're my favorite.
I have an idea.
What?
Breakfast sandwich marathon.
Breakfast sandwich marathon? What the heck does that
mean?
So
like the chicken sandwich adventure, but it's called the breakfast sandwich marathon, and it's all the breakfast sandwich places. Or I mean, all the places that sell breakfast sandwiches. We did start early.
Yes,
and
because
because Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's. I don't think Jack in the Box has breakfast.
I will say there's a way to do that isn't driving around town, and that's ordering them all online.
Would you rather do that?
The success rate is higher.
Okay.
Don't okay me. I'm just saying the success rate is higher.
The success rate of what?
Of them all getting delivered. Of them all being something that we can actually get in the same room at the same time.
I don't think...
They're not... I know they're not all going to get there at the same time.
No, like I don't think you can... I guess if you use multiple apps on multiple people's phones. Because I don't think you can do another order.
You don't think you can order from 2 places at the same time?
I'm sure you can. I just never done it, I guess.
Well, I'd like to try.
Okay. That can be part of the marathon.
Part of the marathon.
An anti-marathon.
Yeah. Oh, we better not do too much of that.
What?
Lest
No.
YouTube cancels us.
I don't think that's copyrighted.
That weird Italian song?
Yeah. That weird Italian song. Because it's old.
Alright. Now you're getting ageist over here.
Oh.
Wow.
Poo.
That's literally the worst you've ever even said ever. That's
It's like how Shakespearean works. I didn't say it was bad.
You know, that makes me physically sick when you say things like that. Like, I physically just throw up a little in my mouth, you know? That's absolutely disgusting. I hope you know that. I hope you sit in your shame and you wallow and you follow while the clothes dry on Twitter. It's actually while clothes dry, because while the clothes dry is more than 15 characters.
Oh.
Which pisses me off because while clothes dry sounds like a mom blog, and while the clothes dry is critically acclaimed podcast. And by critically acclaimed, I mean 5 people listen to it.
That's
Which,
weird.
thank you for the 5 people that listen to it. That's fucking awesome. We love you. Or we love you in a way that a human being loves another human being for being alive, you know? Not in a romantic way. Platonic love, man.
Maybe like we love McDonald's?
No, I crave McDonald's.
Okay.
I do not crave my subscribers. Our subscribers, sorry. We are equal parts.
Tamaj. Like a crave a vacation?
I don't crave a vacation. I crave a reason to have a vacation.
Would you do a food tour?
Like a tour of Italy?
Yeah, I mean, I
those are
guess.
good. Those are good food.
You like tour of Italy?
But is Olive Garden fast food?
Olive Garden is not fast food.
Olive Garden is the fast food of Italian food.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's a chain.
Because it tastes like the fast food of Italian food.
Yeah, people are not a fan of Olive Garden for the most part, but it's actually one of my favorite restaurants.
Oh no, I like Olive Garden, but you have to admit it tastes different than like if you go to like a restaurant, like a real Italian restaurant. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Which is not necessarily a bad thing.
The fast food of Italian food.
Yeah. Oh,
is Panda Express the fast food of Chinese food?
I'm not touching that.
Okay.
What
were you gonna say though?
What was I gonna say? We were talking about Olive Garden and whatchamacallit? Panda.
Kung Fu Panda.
But those aren't really. Those are like borderline fast food places. Like they're fast food of what they are.
Would you go to a Kung Fu Panda themed restaurant?
Yes. All they would serve is noodles, and dumplings.
It would be like the noodle shop.
Yeah.
From Kong. What is his name? What's his dad's name?
Isn't it like Ping?
Maybe. Probably.
He's a duck.
Yeah, that's true.
He's one of the most powerful characters ever created.
Honestly, what company is Kung Fu Panda? Is that DreamWorks? DreamWorks should do that.
DreamWorks.
But you heard it here first.
Yeah, you heard it here out of the mouth of my best friend. I'm her sponsor. I get residuals 20%.
If they do that, it was our idea.
It was B's idea.
Okay, yeah. At their amusement park and charge $50 for a bowl of noodles.
Yeah, and then Poe comes and the guy wearing the costume grabs your noodles and slides it down his gullet. And they just came out, so they're really boiling hot, and you hear a guy inside wince.
I love the part in Kung Fu Panda 2 where she's like, you remember when you tried boiling rice in your stomach? Or cooking rice in your stomach by eating raw rice and drinking boiling water.
Does that actually happen?
Yes, that's actually a quote in the movie. It doesn't show it, but she talks about it. Tigress talks about it.
Why would you do that?
Because you're an idiot panda.
Yeah, he's not the brightest.
Yeah.
He really isn't.
But he's a baddie.
Oh man.
Were there 2 or 3?
There were 3.
Okay.
3 was not terrible, but it was definitely the weakest of the 3.
Pretty sure. Is that the peacock one?
No, that's the one with the like weird like spirit world gator and the chi. You don't even remember it.
I don't think I've seen the 3rd one.
Yeah,
I saw the 2nd one in theaters though.
The 2nd one is my favorite one.
There's actually
It's awesome.
Yeah, that's where the rice bit comes from.
Really?
And also, there's also one where he says like, "My arch nemesis, stairs."
Yeah, I remember that.
And that's also a really good quoted by my mom often, which is funny.
Often.
But yeah. So rewatch that. Gotta rewatch that. Add that to the movie list.
Yeah.
Along with Gone with the Wind and Beetlejuice. So yeah, those are also on the list.
Real quick. Give me your order.
For what?
What are you ordering from a generic fast food restaurant? What's your order?
Like, what am I... Okay, fine. I'll just say a cheeseburger and if it's a Coke Freestyle, a Coke Zero, orange, vanilla flavored.
Any sides?
I guess I get French fries. Generic fast food restaurants low-key stressing me out. Like, I'm trying to think, what do they have? Do they have a chicken sandwich?
They have everything that all of the other ones have.
Probably curly fries.
Curly fries.
I don't know. Curly fries sound good. What about you?
Well, I would get a breakfast sandwich. Like a breakfast egg, sausage, cheese, biscuit. I'd get potato wedges.
Potato wedges. Huh.
And then I'd get a high C, but it would be lime cherry.
Lime cherry high C.
Lime cherry high C.
Interesting.
And then I'd get definitely some really crispy onion rings to share with you.
Onion rings are good. Burger King onion rings. Don't snooze on them. They're better than the fries.
She got me hooked on them. She did this to me.
I just had him try them one time. Also, the Baconator's not bad cold.
The Baconator's not bad cold? People aren't supposed to know that.
Oh.
No! Now they're going to order them cold and they're going to confuse Humphrey at the cash register.
No. Like, buy it and, like, let it get... Like,
let it
not
cool.
Hot. Like, not hot. Don't order a cold burger.
Okay, I'm Humphrey. You're the average patron who just listened to this.
Can I get a cold Baconator?
Welcome to Burger King. Wait, welcome to Wendy's. Can I take your order? My name is Humphrey, and I'll be serving you.
The Baconators at Wendy's.
Baconators are Wendy's property, sir.
Oh, I thought they were Burger King. Can I get a cold Baconator, please?
Cold?
Yeah, like cold Baconator.
Like you don't want me to heat it up and...
But if Wendy's is always fresh, they have to give you a raw patty.
Yeah.
Bro.
Can I get a
conspiracies? Could you order a burger uncooked?
What if they give you a frozen burger?
Then you know it's frozen.
Holy shit.
Because they're like, oh, just fresh meat patties.
Fresh meat. Dave would want it no other way. And if Dave saw that they gave this patron a frozen burger, he would turn in his grave.
What if you asked for a frozen burger patty and they had to tell you no because they don't freeze their meat?
That'd be great.
What if they tell you no because it's raw meat?
I don't know if they can do that.
I don't know.
Because technically ordering one, I feel like you're consenting to eating raw meat.
Well, you're not necessarily going to eat it. Like, I wouldn't eat it.
Well, yeah, but like, that's not their problem.
But they don't know.
And the customer is always right.
Sometimes.
Well, you have to serve the customer based on their needs.
And I need a raw burger patty.
I need raw meat in my stomach. Oh, and the clothes are done.
They're warmed.
They're nice and warm. They're fresh. Never frozen.
Fresh, never frozen laundry. Anyway, thank you for listening to this episode of While the Clothes Dry. I enjoyed this.
As did I.
Hopefully you did as well.
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. I've been Alex.
And I've been Alex's best friend, B.
I was going to say, you going to say your name?
Nah.
All right. We'll get out of here. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye. I could sit with you forever as the cycle spins the close and the time between the next load shrinks as the bond between